woman in women is someone who knows how to achieve her own happiness. Just like how Grace Granlund stood up and run a world of her own. Grace, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for the invite, Rebecca. I'm really honored.
I'm very curious. Can you share with us your childhood? When you were young, what you want to be?
First time I was a second child, which means I was left alone most of the time. But when I was young, I had two dreams. I wanted to become an ambassador because I thought being an ambassador meant you travel a lot. And the second one is I wanted to become a writer. But my parents were businessmen and I knew writing was not going to make me rich. So I decided to take the ambassador path more than the writing path. I thought I could write later on in life. But then I realized that to become an ambassador, you have to work with the government, which I didn't want to do. So I decided to become a travel agent.
So how aggressive are you when you were a kid?
Very.
Okay.
Because I was small.
Okay.
And I was a bit of a go-getter because I'm used to doing my own, I was always independent. I was always spending time on my own.
So what was your biggest learning or mistakes when you were a child?
I also learned that literally what I want to do can only be achieved by me. No one's gonna help me do it. I have to actually take the step. And that if I fall, get up and go. Because my uncle used to say, helping hand is just there to pull you up on your feet, not carry you.
So, how old are you when you start your own business?
My first business was a retail shop. This was a maternity shop called Positive. I think I was maybe 24, maybe. So yeah, I put it up because I had an office mate.
So it's a retail.
Yes,
in the store.
It's a maternity shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier,
Okay.
I was single and I was a virgin. I decided to put up a maternity shop.
Okay, all right. So that's your first business.
That was
and
my
what
first.
was the next?
Afro-Latino bar
Okay.
in Cebu.
That's interesting that you went to China. That's why your
Yeah, I have a spa in China.
your bar. Oh, you
Yeah.
have an spa in China. That's why
Yes.
you went there.
Yeah.
Why also you went to China and started spa and you can do in Philippines?
Because by then my boyfriend, who became my husband, was moved to China,
Oh, I
and it was a
see.
choice between living a long distance relationship
Okay.
or being with him. And I weighed my options, and I don't like long distance relationships, so I decided, okay, that's it, we'll go with you.
And then coming back to Philippines, you
But it
started.
is- my real estate company specializes in the acquisition of pre-foreclosure.
And that's one of your biggest business right now.
It's one of my businesses, and then I ventured into the technology business, which is Get More.
And what's next to you?
One of my bucket lists is to open a school.
School.
Yes, but not the kind of school we have. I want a school where it's more creative,
Okay.
because the industry now then requires creativity. Just look at the technology business. The ones that get paid very, very well are the creative ones. They rule the world now. So I'd like to nurture that.
Like being a working mom, how you manage your time being a mother, a wife, and a business owner?
It's easier now. When my son was young, it was harder. I didn't start doing business in China until he was a toddler. Well, not toddler, but yeah, I guess. When he was going to school, so that I have these 4 hours in the morning where I could work while he's at school. And then when he finishes school, it's mommy time. Now it's easier because my son is 16 and he goes to school. So I would work while he's at school, but he would pick me up at the end of his school day and we go home together.
Oh, that's so nice.
So yes, it's a I guess that's the balance now.
So what's your biggest advice for your son to really find his passion?
Find what it is that gives you joy. And I don't care if 5 years from now you realize that's not exactly what you want to do, I don't care. This is your life. This is your decision. If you wasted 5 years, it's all right. Because what you learn in these 5 years, you will use in the succeeding 5 years. So you cannot throw anything in this life. Nothing, like all the mistakes, they serve a purpose. I just hope, he's happy. That's the only thing. That's the hardest thing I think to achieve for a parent. It's not to feed your child, to clothe your child, to put them to school. It's raising a happy individual. That's hard to do.
Do you believe on being a woman to go out there and find a man?
But I think why you're looking is more important than how you're looking. Because one thing I learned when my husband died, your capacity to love does not die with this person. It actually intensifies. And I realized that when you love someone, it's not so much because they love you back. It's because you are given this permission to express that love.
How much you love your husband, and do you think you will consider to fall in love again?
I think I loved him as much as I loved myself. Yes, if I find someone to love, yeah, I'm super open to it, but I'm not exactly in a rush.
Yeah. So how you define an independent woman like you?
Someone who knows how to achieve happiness on her own. It has nothing to do with money, but yes, it's literally how you're able to achieve happiness on your own.
How can we change the world?
Don't know how we can change the world, but I do know that our responsibility is to change ourselves. Every little change adds up.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Grace.
Thank you, Rebecca.
I am Rebecca Bustamante, and this is Self-Made.